Welcome everybody to the Dreads Weekend Post-Game Report, where I discuss the most recent Hanwha game, then I talk about the good, the bad, and what I would have done differently if I was in the dugouts as the manager. From there, I'll preview the upcoming game, talk about the pitching matchups, and what I think is going to happen. Let's go! All right, huge win for Hanwha, able to get the first game of the series with the 7-5 win. They put up 5 runs in the second inning, again scoring early and scoring a lot early, and then able to hold on throughout the rest of the game. Gave up 3 in the bottom of the inning, but they were able to continue on, add a couple runs here and there that ended up being the difference later on in the game. So things that I really liked about the game, the bullpen pitched fantastic. Kim Yoo-yeon came in, ended up pitching in 3 innings. I'll get to that in a little bit later, but came in, shut the door, and then got into another inning fine. Came out for the 3rd inning and then struggled a little bit, but Kim Bum-soo came in and was able to close that. So bullpen pitch fantastic. There were some questions throughout the bullpen experience, but they were able to shut the door without giving up the lead. Again, home runs still on the road. Kim Tae-yeon with the huge 3-run blast, and then No Shi-won added a solo shot, and then Chan-sung added a solo shot. His first home run in 28 days. So if he can continue to hit since coming back up, Hanwha is a much more dangerous lineup as long as they can continue to get good enough pitching to stay close and win some of those close games. Things I didn't like, not a whole lot. Hanwha still continues to hit righties well, but they struggle with righties that throw sliders down in the zone. They'd had 9 strikeouts from Anderson, despite the fact that Anderson did not pitch really well. He only threw 80 pitches. That was all that they were going to have him pitch. This is his 3rd game. He only had given up 1 run in his first 2 games, 6 innings in his first 2 games, only gave up 1 run. But they got to him. They got to him earlier, and courtesy of the long ball, were able to get away with the win. Things that I would change if I was in the dugout. Not a whole lot. I will give him this perfectly fine as far as the results. Nothing glaring, more a protective measure. So one big thing that stuck out is the same thing I talked about when Hwang Jun-seo pitched. You got to stop these 2 rookies at 80 pitches or 2 times through the lineup. That's it. It doesn't matter. You got to stop them. Again, the 3rd time through the lineup is when he ran into trouble. Okay? The 2 rookie left-handers have to stop it 2 times through the order. That's it. There's no reason whatsoever to keep them going through the lineup. If there's any runners on base, they're done. They're done. A manager's got to manage the team, and he's got to stop whatever that is. Second thing I didn't really like was Kim Gyu-yeon coming out for the 3rd inning. Now, he only pitched 1.2 innings on the scorecard, but he came in to finish an inning and was able to get out of it just 1 pitch, but then he came out for another inning, and that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that after throwing 1 pitch, coming back out. The issue is he came back for the 3rd inning. So although on the score sheet, in the stats, whatever, he only pitched 1.2 innings, bullpen, coming in, warm up, inning, warm up, and out again. So even though he didn't pitch, he didn't even throw 20 pitches, you still have to think he's not available for today. If you would have stopped him after the 1 inning or the 1.1 inning, he could have been available today's game. Kim Bum-soo pitched fantastic, so I wouldn't have sent him out for the 2nd inning. He ran into some trouble, but he was able to get through it, so not a big thing there. So Hanwha, huge win, 7-5, lots of timely hitting, great work from the bullpen. Questionable decisions again with pitching changes. That seems to be the normal for this specific guy in the dugout. So let's get to my preview for today's game. All right, so today's game is going to face Ryu Hyun-jin versus Oh Won-seok. Both of these guys from the left side. Both of these guys have faced the other team before. Oh Won-seok has faced Hanwha twice already this year. Both times only went 4 innings. Has not pitched well against them. 4.63 ERA. He's 0-1 in the 2 games. Only thrown 8 innings. Hanwha's hit 290 against them, and he's given up 2 home runs. And that's important because Hanwha has been hitting a lot of home runs lately. So will that continue? Now, they face Ryu Hyun-jin, who is coming off another victory. Only went 5 innings, 80 pitches on Sunday. But obviously that's because he threw 110 pitches on Tuesday and then no decision. Now, Ryu Hyun-jin has been pitching much better of late, and against SSG, he pitched well. He threw 6 innings, gave up 2 earned runs, and I believe that was his 100th victory of his career in the KBO. So he has experience with them and beating them, but that was at home. Again, I talked about this last week. He's a different pitcher on the road. Pitched well last time on the road, but can he pitch well again this time on the road? So only 1 start so far on Saturday, and that was opening day. Did not pitch well. And again, that was on the road. So one other thing to note is Ryu Hyun-jin, so far after a victory, his next outing is not good. He has yet to get 2 victories in a row. So his last victory, 6 innings. His next one, he gave up 5 runs. So that's something to keep in mind. Also, Oh Won-seok is from the left side, is a fastball slider. He throws 60% fastball. Against Hanwha, he's thrown 66% fastballs. I expect that to drop down and the slider percentage to go up because Hanwha has still not shown that they can hit left-handed pitchers who throw a lot of sliders. So I imagine that that is going to change a little bit. More sliders, as long as he can control them. I believe he's going to go more sliders. Now, who's going to win? I don't think either pitcher factors into the decision today. I really don't think either pitcher factors into the decision today. What I think it comes down to is a bullpen game. Now, I talked about this a little bit earlier. Hanwha used 3 of their bullpen arms a lot yesterday. Kim Goo-yeon ended up only pitching 1.2 innings, but that was 3 separate innings. Kim Bum-soo pitched 1.2 innings, but obviously that was 2 innings, threw a lot. And Joo Hyun-song had a very long closing attempt or long close last night. So none of those 3 pitchers should be available today. Now, I'm not saying that they won't come in because, again, the dugout doesn't make the best decisions in terms of the season. So Iminu is going to have to close, and that means who is going to get the other outs? Ryu Hyun-jin hopefully goes 6 or 7 innings. If he can go 7 innings, that probably means Hanwha is a lead, and then he would get the decision, and then you just need 2 innings where you'd have Han Sung-hyuk and then Iminu to close it out. But honestly, this game could go either way. I think it's going to come down to the bullpens. I think SSG's bullpen is in better situation for today's game to get the victory if it comes down to a bullpen game. Obviously, Ryu Hyun-jin is a much better pitcher than Oh Won-seok, but who knows? So this game could go either way. I would love to say that Hanwha gets the victory today, but being realistic, I think SSG is going to even the series at 1-1 and bring us to tomorrow's game. But only one way to see, and that's to watch. So I'll see you in the live stream. I missed.